Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back, and today I'm gonna be telling y'all the best ways to prepare for the Dragon Ball Z update dropping inside Anime Vanguards, hopefully very soon. I'm gonna be telling y'all the best ways to get gems, rerolls, gold, essence songs, and everything else to make sure that y'all are the most prepared for when that update drops. So if this video does help y'all out in any sort of way, and if y'all want more Anime Vanguards content, it would really mean a lot if y'all can like and subscribe. It just shows me that y'all support the videos and y'all support me, and it goes a long way. But let's stop the yapping and let's get into the video. All right, so first things first. Usually whenever there's a 0.0 update, there's always some new banner units, and as y'all can see, I have almost 187,000 gems. Now, this is throughout the span of a couple of weeks because I am still yet to get Gogeta, and I am literally just AFKing in the AFK chamber every single night, and that's mainly how I got all of these gems. It does take a lot, but I'm not doing this for the gems. I'm mainly doing it for the presents, but this is still a really good way to AFK if you're on PC or mobile or whatever. Just go into the AFK chamber. You can also get some presents, and you get a good amount of gems. I get like 3-4k every night, which is pretty good since I'm literally not doing anything. So yeah, AFK chamber is a really good way to get gems without literally doing anything. But if we talk about manual ways and just the most efficient ways to get gems, bounties are easily the top, like the top of the top. You can get 5,000 gems a day with just bounties, and it resets every day, and all 10 bounties combined takes like an hour. Not just gems though, you also get 10 rerolls a day. I'm gonna talk about rerolls later on to the video, but if we're talking specifically about gems, each stage takes like 5-6 minutes, and you get 500 gems, not including the fact that you also get like an additional 80 gems from like the story completion. So you get like 600 gems per bounty completion, and you get 10, and they reset every day. So you can literally get 5,000 gems every single day. It takes 1 hour to complete, and it's super easy. It's literally just story stages, which can easily be completed with just like an evolved Vegeta. So it's not hard at all. It's really easy. Just do this in the background while watching some YouTube or doing some work or whatever you want to do. It's a free 5,000 gems, and you just can't complain about it. But if you just do your bounties and just go into the AFK chamber every single night, then you're honestly gonna be set. Like honestly, you don't really need to do anything besides those two in terms of getting gems. So if you do those two, then y'all will be set for when the banner units come in update 5. Now next up, my personal favorite thing, and the thing that I am super stacked on, let me show y'all real quick. Rerolls. I have 520 rerolls. Yes, I have been stacking up, and I am super ready for when that Vegito drops. I've also been saving up because I want to get Gogeta and hopefully roll on him if I ever get Gogeta, which it's highly unlikely. So yeah, who knows when I'm gonna get Gogeta. But anyways, rerolls. I have 520, and the biggest way that I got all these rerolls is mainly from the boss event. Boss event refreshes every single week, and in the shop they always sell 40 rerolls, and as you can see, I already took all the rerolls. I do this every single week. And again, with the addition of bounties are so good. Like such a small addition, but so huge in terms of progressing in the game. They give 10 rerolls a day, which is 70 rerolls a week. So if you just combine bounties and boss event, that's literally 110 rerolls a week. It's such minimal effort, and it's just so easy to get, not including you get a hell amount of gems. And with boss event, you also get a good amount of gold, and you get some food as well. Just to do those two things, boss event and bounties, 110 rerolls, not including the event quests and stuff like that, which come with every update, like the love shop giving 100 rerolls, and then the event shop also giving 200 rerolls, the rift shop giving 50 rerolls, and then the daily challenge, and with 2x challenge rewards right here, which is already available, you get 4 rerolls a day from the daily, and then you also get 2 rerolls every time a 30-minute challenge pops up. There's so many ways to get rerolls, but the way that I've just been stacking up for so long is mainly just from boss event and the bounties. Also good amount of challenges as well, but yeah, rerolls are really easy to get. They are a little bit tedious. You can't just AFK it, which I kind of like, because if you just AFK everything in the game, it kind of just gets boring. So having to actually grind for the reroll is actually really nice, and it's worth it because you can see I have 520 rerolls, and it'll probably go even higher before the update drops. I might hit 600. So yeah, you have like a week left until update drops. Again, I'm assuming it's gonna drop in a week. So do your bounties, do your boss events, do your tournaments as well. Tournaments are pretty easy. Just go on YouTube, find one of those tournament guides for trait disabled, because it's probably the easiest to do because you don't have to worry about getting monarchs and stuff. All you need is just straight skill. You have the YouTube videos to help you out with the best guides and the best teams, the best strategies, and etc. You know, and with the tournaments you can get around 20 to 10 rerolls, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, you're not expecting too much, but it takes like 20 minutes to do this, and you get 10 rerolls or 20 rerolls. And if you do really good, you get 35 rerolls. So it's worth, if you have nothing else to do, then tournaments is something else to do. Same with boss event tournaments or just everything else in general. But yeah, rerolls, those are the best ways to get rerolls. A lot of ways to get them. And if you just put your mind to it and you grind, then y'all are going to be set like me with the 520. All right, so next up is gold, another currency that I'm pretty rich on. I have 2.6 million gold. Now, again, back to the boss event, probably one of the best ways to get a lot of materials in this game. You can get around 100,000 gold, I think. It used to be 500,000, which was kind of broken. So it kind of makes sense that they nerfed it, because you would get 500,000 gold every single week. But now it's 100,000, which is still really good. You get 100,000 gold if you get all 10 of these quantities of the gold, 10,000 per. So that's 100k every single week. World line is another good thing that I do for beginners as well that I recommend. If you go to floor 5, which is honestly super easy, then you can get 50,000 gold really free. And then honestly, doing infinite and story mode is a really good way to do it. If you want to AFK story mode or infinite, that's a pretty good way to get gold, because as you can see, if I just go to act 1, you get 100 gold every completion. It's not a lot, but then again, you're not doing anything for it. You're most likely AFKing this, or if you do infinite, you're probably gonna get a lot more. Like the max is 100k, but you're most likely gonna be getting like 1,000 or 2,000 per run, depending on how far you go. So gold is one of those things where it's not that hard to get, it's just hard to come by, you know. There's very limited amount of ways to get gold. Another really good way though, actually, that I just remembered, was summoning. You're gonna get a lot of gems, and when the new update comes out, you're probably gonna be selling a lot of rares, epics, and legendaries, which will give a lot of gold. So for example, I just do 110 pull right here, I just got 500 gold just like that, and it took me 400 gems, and it's pretty easy to get gold like that. Summoning was one of my best ways of getting gold back in like update 1 or update 1.5, because gems were really easy to come by. Like infinite, the amount of gems you would get from infinite back then was crazy, and you would get a whole bunch of gold from that. But honestly, boss rush is like one of the best ways in my opinion. It's super easy. You get 100k every single week, really easy to come by. So if I were you, I would recommend doing that every week, and then just doing different game modes, because they all give gold in their own ways. So it's not something you can specifically grind for, but it's one of those things where if you get them, then it's good. So yeah, gold, another really good material to go for. You're gonna need it for stat transferring, for evolving, and for dismantling or crafting and stuff like that. So very important material to go for, and highly recommend it to do, and not that hard to come by. So yeah, next up is essence stones, which is in my opinion one of the easiest materials to get if you're like in the mid to end game. I've had max essence for the longest time. Like it took me no effort to get it, mainly because of this gem right here. The gold merchant is actually so busted. You get 12 green essence a day, and it literally only takes 9k gold. You get 3 of every single essence and 1 rainbow. It does get a little bit expensive. If you keep buying it every single day, you might find yourself in a little bit of a sticky situation. But let's say you just don't have gold, right? Because some people might have to save for the evolutions and the crafting for other materials. 2x challenge rewards, and specifically for this challenge or the daily challenge, you can get 2 of every single essence with a chance to getting 2 rainbows or 4 greens right here. You get a bunch of essence stones from this, but then you also get a lot of essence stones from this as well, plus a lot of stat chips, plus a lot of rerolls. 2x challenge rewards, if y'all are really broke on gold and broke on essence stones, just farm essence stone challenges. It's actually crazy. Again, it takes no effort because they're super easy to do. And again, if you just don't want to do that as well, come to the love shop, for example. You can get a whole bunch of green essences, or you go to boss event, again, the holy grail of a lot of materials in this game. You go here, and you can also buy a whole bunch of essence stones right here. You can get 65 green essence, 15 pinks, 15 purples, 15 reds, 15 yellows, and 15 blues. This resets every single week, by the way. So if you just farm boss event, you'll be set on every material in the game, honestly, because it also gives gems. Of course it gives gems. It gives 50 to 75. It's not a lot, but it's still something, right? It gives food as well. Boss event is a really good place to grind if you're just low on a lot of the materials in the game. It's just really good. Again, even this thing right here, the command seal shop, which has not been touched in a long time, this also gives a lot of essence stones, which I also come back to sometimes. As you can see, 23 out of 50, 48 out of 50, 37, 31. I use this shop a lot because I also used to AFK the Fate map, so I got a lot of command seals. This is also a really good place to go to if you're low on materials. But yeah, a lot of the different shops in this game sell a lot of essence stones and a lot of that, so just keep that in mind when you're grinding and you're like, oh, I'm low, let me go grind something. You might have a little bit of extra materials to buy some of the green essence or a little bit of the blues or the yellows or whatever. So yeah, those are the best ways, in my opinion, that you can get essence stones really efficiently and really fast. Now, another really important material to get that I personally don't have, but that's for good reason, and that is stat rerolls. Now, with a lot of the new units coming in update 5.0, we're going to be seeing a lot of really cool broken units, And of course, we want to get the best stats on them as possible. Now, I have 0 stat chips and 0 super stat chips, but that's because anytime I get any singular stat chip, I'm spending it on random units. If I just go to my filters and I just go to my Z damage, for example, I have a lot of Z damages, Z range 2 as well, Z damage. I can go to my SPS, for example, go to my Zs. I have a lot of ZSPAs, ZSPA. These transfer into Z plus on evolution. I have a lot of stats for range, damage, SPA from S to Z plus to some godlies, because who knows, you might get a monarch, you might want to go all in on that unit, you might want to transfer godly. But yeah, stat chips are very important. And the best ways, again, boss event. Surprise, surprise, right? You could have never expected me to go right back to this shop right here. You can get 15 stat chips and you can get 25 super stat chips every single week. It's so good. And then also another really good way that I get a stat chips personally, really efficient, is the challenges again. You can get sometimes the stat chip challenges here, or if you don't want to do that, you can do your dailies. On 2x, you can get 4 to 6 stat chips and 2 super stat chips. Really good way. And then you can also go to the gold merchant, which also restocks again every day. You can get 2 stat chips and 1 super stat chip, and just combined with all that, you can get around 8 stat chips a day from just your daily challenge and your gold merchant. And you can just spend all that. You might get a S, you might get a Z, you might get a Z plus. If you don't, it's fine, just try again the next day. It's super easy to come by good stats in this game, which I really like, because I don't feel like something like this should be super hard to get, you know, unlike other games, you know. AA sorry. But yeah, just grind your challenges, go to the gold merchant every day, do your boss events. And also the love shop also gives a lot of stat chips as well. Every shop, again, all the event shops give a lot of materials. This gives 99 stat chips. I already got 40 of them. This also gives 99 super stat chips. I don't remember if the event shop gives stat chips. Let me check. It doesn't. Okay, that's fine. But what I do remember though is that the rift shop also gives a bunch of stat chips as well. This also gives a lot of reels, which I think I mentioned earlier, but this gives also a lot of essence stones, gives a lot of stat chips, a lot of super stat chips, and it's really good. So make sure y'all grind your stat chips. Make sure y'all grind the best stats you can for the upcoming units, because I have a good feeling that they're going to be really broken, and I feel like they're definitely going to be worth investing some good stats into. Now, overall, some other things that aren't just material based that I feel like y'all should go for or do is finish your battle pass, because there will be a new one coming out next update. So make sure y'all go all the way to floor 50, claim all your rewards, make sure y'all are done that. And then in terms of some of the units that are going away, the love shop is going to be going away this update. So Gazelle, another really good unit that's really good for summoning units, for example Yamamoto or the Vanguard Sunjin Wu. You want to get Gazelle, really good unit. You might want to get multiple, because I feel like in the future she will have really good value because of just how versatile she is. Even with Yuhaba having the multiple placements, she can get like a combined 9 placements, which count towards Yuhaba's like toggle passive or ability. So Gazelle's a really good unit, highly recommend going for. And of course, 100 rerolls, a bunch of green essence, a bunch of stat chips that y'all don't want to miss. So make sure y'all grind this. And another really good unit that's going to be going away is going to be Gilgamesh in this update. He's a really good unit, really good for a lot of game modes, and he will be going away. He's from Act 2 of the Legend Sage in the Golden Castle. Legend Sage, 10% for the inactive key of Babylon. You get the key and you can get him. So even if he's gone, as long as you got the key, you can get him. I already have an extra one right here, so I can realistically get like another Gilgamesh if I wanted to, even if it's not even there anymore. The key is going to be going away, but if you don't have the key, you can't get Gilgamesh. So make sure y'all grind that, get Gilgamesh. He's a really good unit, definitely worth investing into. And some other small stuff like Ishtar will be going away. She's kind of mid, but she does buff the Fate unit, so I feel like, I mean, it doesn't hurt to get her. So if she's on banner, maybe get a couple of them, because, you know, why not? All the bundles will be going away as well, so if y'all haven't copped these, or if y'all want the dragon like I do right here, this thing is fire. So if y'all want to get this, make sure y'all get it before update 5. And yeah, it's basically all about everything that's going to be going away in the next update. But just in general, make sure y'all don't spend your rerolls and your gems and all of that until the update drops. Those rerolls that you spend on random units that y'all might not need could be put into some crazy units coming into the Dragon Ball update. So just make sure y'all stack up, save, don't waste any materials until that update comes out. Then make your decisions on who you want to roll on, who you want to invest into. That's probably the best piece of advice I can give y'all, to make sure to just be patient with what you got, right? But yeah, that's about it for this video. Again, if this did help y'all out, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does mean a lot, and I hope y'all the best of luck when the update comes out. I'm obviously gonna be making videos on it. I'm obviously gonna be streaming the update, so make sure y'all tune into that. And yeah, that's about it. Hope y'all have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.